A noose. The noose is up.
There'll be no noose.
She wants me dead. I knew all week it would come to this.
They dismissed it. You heard her
And what
say.
if tomorrow she will cry me out until they take me?
Sit you down.
She wants me dead, John, you know it.
I say sit down. Now, we must be wise, Elizabeth.
Oh, indeed, indeed.
Fear nothing. I'll find Ezekiel Cheever. I'll tell him she said it were all sport.
John, with so many in the jail, more than Cheever's help is needed now, I think. Would you favor me with this? Go to Abigail.
What am I to say to Abigail?
John, grant me this. You have a faulty understanding of young girls. There is a promise made in any bed.
What promise?
Spoke or silent. A promise is surely made, and she may dote on it now, I'm sure she does, and thinks to kill me than to take my place. It is her dearest hope, John, I know it. There be 1,000 names. Why does she call mine? There be a certain danger in calling such a name. I am no goody-good that sleeps in ditches, nor Osborne drunk and half-witted. She dare not call out such a farmer's wife, but there be monstrous profit in it. She thinks to take my place, John.
She cannot think it.
John, have you ever shown her somewhat of contempt? She cannot pass you in the church, but you will blush.
I may blush for my sin.
I think she sees another meaning in that blush.
And what see you? What see you, Elizabeth?
I think you be somewhat ashamed, for I am there and she's so close.
When will you know me, woman? Were I stone, I would have cracked for shame this 7 months.
Then go and tell her she's a whore. Whatever promise she may sense, break it, John, break it.
Good then, I'll go.
Oh, how unwillingly.
I will curse her hotter than the oldest cinder in hell, but pray begrudge me not my anger.
Your anger,
Woman, am I so base? Do you truly think me
I
base?
never called you base.
Then how do you charge me with such a promise? The promise a stallion gives a mare I gave that girl.
Then why do you anger with me when I bid you break it?
Because it speaks deceit, and I am honest. But I'll plead no more. I see now your spirit twists around the single error of my life, and I will never tear it free.
You will tear it free when you come to know that I will be your only wife, or no wife at all. She has an arrow in you yet, John Proctor, and you know it well.
Good evening.
Oh.
Why, Mr. Hale, good evening, sir. Come in, come in.
I hope I do not startle you.
Oh, no. It's only that I heard no horse.
You are Goodwife Proctor.
I, Elizabeth.
I hope you are not off to bed yet.
No. We are not used to visitors after dark, but you are welcome, sir. Won't you sit you down?
I will. Let you sit, Goodwife Proctor.
Will you drink cider, Mr. Hale?
No. No, it rebels my stomach. And I have some further traveling yet tonight. Sit you down, sir. I will not keep you long, but I do have some business with you.
Business of the court?
No, I come of my own without the court's authority. Hear me. I know not whether you are aware, sir, but your wife's name is mentioned in the court.
Aye, we know it. Our Mary Warren told us. We are entirely amazed.
I am a stranger here, sir, as you know. And in my ignorance, I find it hard to draw a clear opinion of them that come accused before the court. And so this afternoon, and now tonight, I go from house to house. I come now from Rebecca Nurse's house.
Rebecca's charged?
God forbid such a one should be charged. She is, however, mentioned somewhat.
Oh, you will never believe, I hope, that Rebecca trafficked with the devil.
Woman, it is possible.
Surely you cannot think it.
This is a strange time, mister. No man may longer doubt that the powers of the dark are gathered in monstrous attack upon this village. There is now too much evidence in the court to deny it. You will agree, sir.
I have no knowledge in that line, but I find it hard to believe. So pious a woman be secretly the devil's bitch after 70 years of such good prayer.
Aye, but the devil is a wily one. You cannot deny it. However, she is far from accused, and I know she will not be. I thought, sir, to put some questions as to the Christian character of this house, if you will permit me.
Why, we have no fear of questions, sir.
Good then. In the book of record that Mr. Paris keeps, I note that you are rarely in the church on the Sabbath day.
No, sir, you are mistaken.
26 times in 17 months, sir. I must call that rare. Will you tell me why you are so absent?
Mr. Hale, I never knew I must account to that man whether I come to church or stay at home. My wife were ill this winter.
So I am told. But you, mister, why could you not come alone?
I surely did come when I could, and when I could not, I prayed in this house.
Mr. Proctor, your house is not a church. Your theology must tell you that.
Aye, it does. And it tells me that a minister may pray to God without he have golden candlesticks upon the altar.
What golden candlesticks?
Since we built this church, there were pewter candlesticks upon the altar. Frances' nurse made them, you know, and a sweeter hand never touched the metal. Then Paris came. And for 20 weeks he preached nothing but golden candlesticks until he had them. I labor the earth from dawn of day till blink of night, and I tell you true, sir, when I look to heaven and see my money glaring at his elbows, it hurt my prayer, sir. It hurt my prayer. I think sometimes a man dreams cathedrals, not clapboard meeting houses.
And yet, mister, a Christian on Sabbath day must be in church. Tell me, you have 3 children.
Aye. Boys.
How comes it that only 2 are baptized?
I like it not that Mr. Parrish should lay his hand upon my baby. I'll not conceal it. I see no light of God in that man.
Mr. Proctor, I must say it. That is not for you to decide. The man is ordained. Therefore, the light of God is in him.
What's your suspicion, Mr. Hale?
No.
I nailed the roof upon the church. I hung the door.
Oh, did you? That's a good sign, then.
It may be that I've been too quick to bring the man to book, but you cannot think we ever desired the destruction of religion. I think that's in your mind, is it not?
There is a softness in your record, sir. A softness.
I think maybe we have been too hard on Mr. Paris. I think so. But sure, we never loved the devil here.
Do you know your commandments, Elizabeth?
I surely do. There be no mark of blame upon my life. I am a covenanted Christian woman.
And you, mister?
I'm sure I do.
Let you repeat them, if you will.
The commandments.
Aye.
Thou shalt not kill.
Aye.
Thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's goods, nor make unto thee any graven image. Thou shalt not take the name of the Lord in vain. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. Thou shalt remember the Sabbath day and keep it holy. Thou shalt honor thy father and mother. Thou shalt not bear false witness. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image.
You have said that twice, sir.
Aye.
Adultery, John.
Aye. You see, sir, between the two of us, we do know them all. I think it be a small fault.
Theology, sir, is a fortress. No crack in a fortress may be accounted small.
There be no love for Satan in this house, mister.
I pray it. I pray it dearly. Well, then, I'll bid you good night.
Mr. Hale, I think you be suspecting me somewhat, are you not?
Goody Proctor, I do not judge you. My duty is to add what I may to the godly wisdom of the court. I pray you both good health and good
I
fortune.
think you must tell him, John.
What's that?
Will you tell him?
I have no witness and cannot prove it except my word be taken, but I know the children's sickness had naught to do with witchcraft.
Not to do with witchcraft?
And Mr. Paris discovered them sporting in the woods. They were startled and took sick.
Who told you this?
Abigail Williams.
Abigail.
Aye.
Abigail Williams told you it had not to do with witchcraft.
She told me the day you came, sir.
Why? Why did you keep this?
I did not know until tonight that the world had gone daft with this nonsense.
Nonsense, mister. I have myself examined Tituba, and Sarah Good and numerous others that have confessed themselves to dealing with the devil. They have confessed it.
And why not if they be hanged for denying it? There are them that will swear to anything before they're hanged. Have you never thought of that?
I have. I have indeed. And you? Would you testify to this in the court?
I've not reckoned on going to court, but if I must, I will.
Do you falter here?
I falter nothing. I may wonder if my story be credited in such a court. I do wonder on it. When such a steady-minded minister as yourself would suspicion such a woman who never lied and cannot, and the world knows she cannot. I may falter somewhat, mister. I am no fool.
Proctor, let you open with me now. For I have a rumor that troubles me. It is said that you hold no belief that there may even be witches in the world. Is that true, sir?
I know not what I have said. I may have said it. I have wondered if there be witches in the world, although I cannot believe they come among us now.
Then you do not believe.
I have no knowledge in it. The Bible speaks of witches. I will not deny them.
And you, woman?
I cannot believe it.
You cannot.
Elizabeth, you bewilder.
I cannot think the devil may own a woman's soul, Mr. Hale, when she keeps an upright way, as I have. I am a good woman, I know it. And if you think that I may do only good work in the world, and yet be secretly bound to Satan, then I must tell you, sir, I do not believe it.
But, woman, you do believe there are witches
If
in
you
the
think
world?
that I am one, then I say there are none.
You surely do not fly against the gospel.
She believed the gospel, every word.
Question Abigail Williams about the gospel, not myself.
She did not mean to doubt the gospel, sir. You cannot think it. This is a Christian house, sir. A Christian house.
God keep you both. Let the third child be quickly baptized, and go you without fail each Sunday into Sabbath prayer, and keep a solemn, quiet way among you. I think that...
John,
Giles, what's the matter?
they take my wife. And his Rebecca.
Rebecca's in the jail.
Aye. Cheever come and take her in his wagon. We've only now come from the jail, and they won't even let us in to see them.
They've surely gone wild now, Mr. Hale.
Reverend Hale, cannot you speak to the deputy governor? I'm sure he mistakes these
Pray
people.
calm yourself, Mr.
My
Nurse.
wife, sir, my wife is the very brick and mortar of the church, and Martha Corey, there cannot be a woman closer yet to God than Martha.
How is Rebecca charged, Mr. Nurse?
For murder she's charged. For the marvelous and supernatural murder of Goody Putman's babies. What am I to do, Mr. Hale?
Believe me, Mr. Nurse, if Rebecca Nurse be tainted, then there's nothing left to stop the whole green world from burning. Let you rest upon the justice of the court. The court will send her home, I know it.
You cannot mean that she will be tried in court!
Nurse, though our hearts break, we cannot flinch. These are new times, sir. There is a misty plot afoot, so subtle that we should be criminal were we to cling to old respects and ancient friendships now. I have seen too many frightful proofs of it in the court. The devil is alive in Salem, and we dare not quail to follow wherever the accusing finger points.
How may such a woman murder children?
Man, remember that until an hour before the devil fell, God thought him beautiful in heaven.
I never said my wife were a witch, Mr. Hale. I only said she were reading books.
Mr. Corey, exactly what complaint were made against your wife?
That bloody mongrel Walcott charger. You see, he buy a pig of my wife 4 or 5 years ago, and the pig died soon after. So he comes dancing in for his money back. So my Martha, she says to him, Walcott, if you haven't the wit to feed a pig properly, you'll not live to own many, she says. Now he goes to court and claims that from that day to this, he cannot keep a pig alive for more than 4 weeks because my Martha bewitched them with her books.
Good evening to you, Proctor.
Why, Mr. Cheever, good evening.
Good evening, all. Good evening, Mr. Hale.
I hope you come not on business of the court.
I do, Proctor. I'm the clerk of the court now, you know.
It's a pity, Ezekiel, that an honest tailor might have gone to heaven must burn in hell. You'll burn for this, do you know it?
Now, you know yourself. I must do as I'm told, Giles. You surely know that. And I'd as lief you'd not be sending me to hell. I like not the sound of it. I tell you, I like not the sound of it. Now, believe me, Proctor, how heavy be the law, all its tonnage I do carry on my back tonight. I have a warrant for your wife.
You said you were not charged.
I know nothing of it. When was she charged?
I'm given 16 warrant tonight, sir. She's one.
Who charged her?
Why, Abigail Williams charged her.
On what proof? What proof?
Mr. Proctor, of little time. The court bid me to search your house, but I like not to search a house. So if you'll just hand me any puppets that your wife may keep here.
Puppets?
Why, I never kept no puppets, not since I were a girl.
I spy a puppet, Goody Proctor.
Oh, why, that's Mary's.
Would you please to give it to
The
me?
court discovered a text in puppets now?
Do you keep any others in this house?
No, this one neither till tonight. What signifies a puppet?
Why, a puppet. A puppet may signify... Now, woman, will you please to come with me?
She will not. Fetch Mary here.
No, I'm forbidden to leave her from my sight.
You leave her out of sight and out of mind, mister! Fetch Mary, Elizabeth.
What signifies a puppet, Mr. Cheever?
Why? They say it may signify that... Why this?
What's there? What is
Well, why? It's a needle. Herrick! It is a needle.
What signifies a needle?
Why, this go hard with her, Proctor. This... I had my doubts, Proctor. I had my doubts, but here's calamity. You see it, sir? It is a needle.
Why? What meaning has it?
The girl, the Williams girl, Abigail Williams, sir. She sat to dinner tonight in Reverend Parris's house, and without word nor warning, she falls to the floor, like a struck beast, he says, and screamed a scream a bull would weep to hear. And he goes to save her, and stuck 2 inches in the flesh of her belly, he draw a needle out, and demanding of her how she come to be so stabbed, she testify it were your wife's familiar spirit push it in.
Why, she done it herself. I hope you'll not be taking this for proof, mister.
'Tis hard proof. I find here a poppet Goody Proctor keeps. I have found it, sir. And in the belly of the poppet a needle is stuck. I tell you true, Proctor, I never warranted to see such proof of hell, and I bid you obstruct me not.
Yes, now, Mary, how did this puppet come into my house?
Well, what puppet's that, sir?
This puppet?
Well, I think it's mine.
It is your puppet, is it?
It is, sir.
And how did it come into this house?
Made it in the court, sir, and give it to Goody Proctor tonight.
Now, sir, do you have it?
Mary Warren, a needle had been found inside this puppet.
Well, I meant no harm by it, sir.
You stuck it in yourself.
I believe I did, sir.
And what say you now?
Child, are you certain this be your natural memory? May it be perhaps that someone conjures you, even now, to say this?
Conjures me? Why, no, sir. I'm entirely myself, I think. Let you ask Susanna Walcott. She saw me sewing it in court. Ask Abby. Abby sat beside me when I made it.
Bid him out, Mr. Hale. Surely your mind is settled now. Bid him be gone.
What signifies a needle?
Mary, you charge a cold and cruel murder on Abigail.
Murder? I charge no
Abigail was stabbed tonight. A needle was found stuck into her belly.
And she charges me?
Aye.
Why, the girl is murder. She must be ripped out of the world.
You heard that, sir? Ripped out of the world. Herrick, you heard it.
Out of my house.
Proctor, you dare not touch the
Out!
warrant. Man, you've ripped the deputy governor's warrant.
Damn the deputy governor! Out of my house!
Now, Proctor,
You're a broken minister.
Proctor, if she is innocent,
If
the
she
court...
is innocent! Why do you never wonder if Paris be innocent or Abigail? Is the accuser always holy now? Were they born this morning as clean as God's fingers? I'll tell you what's walking Salem. Vengeance is walking Salem. We are what we always were in Salem, only now the crazy little children are jangling the keys of the kingdom, and common vengeance writes the law. This warrant's vengeance! I'll not give my wife to vengeance.
I'll go, John.
You'll not go.
I have 9 men outside. You cannot keep her. The law binds me, John. I cannot budge.
Will you see her taken?
Proctor, the court is just. You must...
Pontius Pilate. God will not let you wash your hands of this.
John, I think I must go with them. Mary, there is bread enough for the morning. You will bake in the afternoon. Help Mr. Proctor, as you were his daughter. You owe me that, and much more. When the children wake, speak nothing of witchcraft. It will frighten them.
I'll bring you home. I'll bring you soon.
Oh, John, bring me soon.
I will fall like an ocean on that court. Fear nothing, Elizabeth.
I will fear nothing. Tell the children I have gone to visit someone sick.